Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We're Thursday, July 17th, 2025. I'm here to do a collective read for you. As you know, it's a timeless read. I don't use the signs and I don't use the genders because it's all energy anyway. So you can switch the genders and the roles as you need to throughout the read. That is not a problem. Please use your higher wisdom and discernment while you're listening to general readings, okay? They're not personal readings. Not every read's going to be for you. Most likely not all of it will resonate, and if the parts that don't resonate with you, that just simply means it doesn't belong to you. Leave it alone. Don't try to make it fit, okay? It's not advisable. I'll bring out the tarot cards. I'll give you the description of the cards as well as what I'm picking up intuitively. You know your story best. It could be all the cards, some, one, and or none, as I stated, and then we bring it together at the end. Thank you for being here. I truly am grateful to each and every one of you. I love you guys so very much. You guys great. You really are. You make a gal feel good every day. All the love and support you show me. I am so grateful and honored. Hope you had a great day. I'm feeling a little tired right now, but I'm starting to get a second wind, so we'll see where we're going to go with this. We're going to go right into it. There's a lot of energy going back and forth. I don't know what's going on in the transits. I know we're going to Mercury retrograde in the shadow period, so I'm going to trip over my words more than usual. There's a lot of desperation. I'm feeling that a lot of people are getting caught up in their lies, and they're really trying to spin it into other people's directions. It's not working, so it is what it is. So this is where we're going to go with this. Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, thank you. Personality, martyr. I don't know. Somebody has a personality disorder. Somebody loves your personality, trying to copy your personality, acting like a martyr. They expect you to martyr yourself, or they're acting like one. Yeah. Somebody wants pity, sympathy for someone. Remain objective, or somebody try to objectify you. This is a cold block of ice. Somebody's gone ice cold. I don't know. Somebody's gone put on ice. That's underlying energy. Self-care. So cool down. Maybe you're going to get angry over a situation. Okay? Take some time to cool down. Self-care is important. Take care of your heart, mind, body, spirit, soul. You know what I mean? Your home, whatever you need to take care of. It's not worth losing yourself over. Somebody's really pushing you or trying to. There's a personality disorder. I'm picking that up. Somebody's a wise guy. They obviously think everything's funny. They're poking at you. Or this could be something to do with organized crime. I don't know. It could be a wise guy, a wise girl. Conscientious. Somebody's being very careful right now. Trying to sweep up their side of the street type of thing. Okay, she's sweeping or raking something up. Something about creativity. Somebody's trying to steal your creativity. They're being very careful about your creativity. It could be a musician, it could be anybody. Somebody's tiptoeing around you. You worked hard on something, or they're working hard on stealing yours. You're in your purpose. You're coming into your tribe, or you're with your tribe here. Somebody tried to start a crusade against you with a crowd of people. They're feeling haunted for what they've done. Maybe this is your ancestors haunting them. Somebody's asking yes or no. There could be two unalives here that they've caused, or they hastened, playing puppet master here, okay? Yes or no. Somebody wants a quick answer from you. Just be mindful, if somebody wants a quick answer from you, a yes or no, and they're not giving you time to think it through, they just sprung it on you, chances are they're trying to hide something. They want something out of you quick, right? They want forgiveness and faith. There we go. Forgive me. Say you forgive me right now so I don't have to answer. So we can just forget it. I don't have to talk about it again. Somebody did something they shouldn't have done. Okay? Take it on your personality, acting like you. I don't know. Personality, martyr. Only take what resonates, okay? It's still early on here. Perspective, better off, happiness, clear head and space. Maybe you martyred yourself for a lot of this person or these people or the situation. You're better off without them. You're happy now. You're able to think clearly, or this could be somebody else in the equation. They're thinking about something and their perspective has changed about you or the situation. You have a strong foundation, or you're building one. Established family and security. That's very important to you. I get it. So somebody's working on this right now. It could be you or someone else. Or this has something to do with your family and security. Trying to establish themselves maybe off your back. So there's rejection going on here. Abandoned, dismissed, and irrational fears. So off of irrational fears, somebody did something they shouldn't have done. They could have abandoned you, dismissed you, taken on your energy. I'm picking up somebody was taking on somebody else's energy. I don't know if it's fraud and or if it's just, wanting to be you. They're at their breaking point, or maybe you or someone else. Limit, final straw, overwhelmed. I'm telling you, I'm feeling it. They're desperate right now. Things are imploding in people's worlds. You could be a divine masculine, or you're dealing with one yang masculine energy. And it could be a male or female, just so you know, okay? We have both masculine and feminine within each and every one of us. The ideal is to keep it balanced. Generally, though, typically, each and every one of us, we use masculine or feminine, depending on what we're doing in life, what we're up against, right? So somebody's feeling withdrawn, or they want to withdraw from something, single, lonely, and solitary. You might be surrounded by people, and this is how you still feel. Might have something to do with family, because this is a tree. Loyalties here. Trusting, reliability, and believing. So somebody went along or believed somebody's bullshit stories, or no matter how crooked and much of a liar somebody has been, they still expect you to be loyal to them. They still call themselves loyal. Are you kidding me? I knew somebody like that. A bull-faced liar, but they kept saying they're loyal. Wow. There's possibilities here. Free spirit, adventure, and risk. So they see a lot of possibilities in you, or you see. You're a loyal person. You see the good side in people. I'm very much like that too. And people thought it was weird. Always trying to help people, always giving them free ideas, advice. Hey, did you ever think of doing that? You're good at that, blah, blah, blah. The possibilities are endless. You could do this, that, and the other thing. And, they shit on me, blah, blah, blah. Next thing I know, they're taking on my advice and using it and saying they came up with it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's getting some karma. Consequences, cause and effect, and debts. Well, there's a debt to pay here, okay? Somebody who's too much in their pride, arrogance, ego, and stubborn. Pride comes before a great fall. Now they want to apologize, and or they're too prideful to apologize. Forgiveness, return, and sorry. So what they put out, they're getting back. It's a big return. They want to come back to you. They want to say sorry. Someone's depleted, exhausted. You or someone else. Drained, long journey, okay? Something to do with a commitment. It could be marriage, promises, or fidelity. It could be business, could be friend. Someone was obsessed here, infatuated, adoration, addiction, and memories. Reminiscing, dwelling, and bittersweet. It might have something to do with it. Might not. Only take what applies. Someone's being rejected, or have been, or they rejected you in the past. Maybe you're rejecting them now. Homie, don't play that. You don't get to reject me and then come back in my life and want to come back in willy-nilly, no explanation. Let's forget it. It never happened. So you can reject me some more. And then you get mad at me for rejecting you because I just don't want to go down that road again. Nah, you don't get to do that. Personality. Oh boy, murder and perspective. Unspoken desires. Unexpressed inner desires, often hidden needs or emotions. There's money here. Somebody's got a price, okay? I find that these people that have prices, the cheap people, okay? Cheap prices, they'll fall for anything. If it means they get something out of it, right? They don't realize what are they going to do when it runs out? They lost a good person. They lost a good family member. They lost a good partner, a good home, whatever this was. Somebody had a price. Easily tempted. Well, control issues. So I'm really picking up somebody that has no control issues whatsoever. It's instant gratification. If you tell them to wait, just wait. It'll be better in the long run. You just wait. Grow that money. Put the time in. Learn. No, it's instant. And now. Sounds like a spoiled brat. Control issues are present in the relationship. So I was trying to pull some strings here, play puppet master with you or someone else. Keeping up appearances. Keeping up appearances and acting like everything's fine when everything's not. See, this person's wearing rain gear. I mean, they're going to have to run for cover soon. They're going to drown. They're trying to cover themselves here. Karmic lessons. They're getting karma. There are karmic lessons in relationships that need to be learned. Somebody may be feeling like they're going around in circles because this boat's going around in circles, or something's coming back around again 360. Seems to be a lot of water here. So somebody could be in their emotions big time. We have to learn our lessons. Everyone, me included. And the longer you postpone those lessons, well, the longer it takes for you to get back on track and to be happy and to be where you need to be, with whom you need to be, doing what you need to be doing. Adventure awaits. Chop, chop, right? An unknown adventure awaits in the relationship. Someone's feeling intrigued. Someone's intrigued by you and wants to know you better. So that could be somebody new, somebody you've known before. I'm picking up new because it's a new kitty, right? Quiet contentment. Simple companionship brings you peace and satisfaction. So you're not asking for much. You're not a prima donna or, you know what I mean? A hard ass. You want somebody on the same level as you, the same kind of personality as you. You're done giving yourself away, being a martyr to other people, being a doormat. You just want a good time. I don't mean in the bad sense. What I mean is building memories with somebody else, having the same interests, beautiful, informative, captivating conversations where you can talk for hours and it doesn't feel like a chore. You learn so much from one another. You bounce off one another. It's beautiful, right? It could be a friend, could be a relationship. Bridging differences. There might be differences between the two of you. Cultural, it could be anything. Language. Differences, bringing both challenges and growth. Of course, you'll learn from one another, like I said. It could be from a different part of the world. You'll learn their culture, their language, their food, their customs, their belief systems. Why not? It's exciting. Learning how other people live and think. Right? You teach them yours, they teach you yours. Maybe you get to travel, learn new customs, different places. It's exciting. So there's somebody was hiding some truths here. Somebody was in avoidance, I just heard. Facts haven't been fully revealed. They were trying to hide you, I just heard. Because somebody had a hidden agenda. Someone has a hidden agenda and motives. It could be somebody you were dealing with in the past. They don't want you moving on to someone new. It could be just somebody, whether it's a past person or not, I don't know. They just don't want you being happy. They want your life. They want what you have. Somebody had perceived a slight from you in the past, and they've got some mental problems where I'm going to do you in, or there's something to do with money. Okay, it's complicated. There's a lot of people involved. Different pictures here. Somebody got a lot of people involved. It's complicated. And somebody's connecting the dots here. Somebody had ulterior motives, what I tell you. Someone may be getting close to you with hidden intentions, so be very leery, okay? Or they're trying to convince someone else that this is you. How dare they? What deck did I use here? Okay, one more. Now, somebody's really getting nervous because they're getting found out. They can't explain whatever they did here any longer. It's not making any sense. People are putting two and two together. I don't know if you're saying anything, or they're able to see that this person's full of shit. Could be more than one person. But there's definitely some sort of money at the base of this, at the bottom of this. There's a personality, murder, perspective, unspoken desires. Reconciliation, and high value, Empress. Okay. We have a divine feminine and masculine here. Reconciliation. This could be from a past life, okay? It doesn't have to, you might not know this person in this life. This might be a past life. It's obviously a higher level soulmate connection. Obviously, you know your twin if it's a twin, or if it's a higher level soulmate. It could be anybody, okay? Or maybe you do know them. I don't know. And remember, it doesn't have to be romance. It could be friend, family, business, and romance. But we're dealing with the Empress, beautiful, sexy, abundant, confident. Somebody wants to reconcile. They done screwed up. Somebody had ulterior motives. They want to possibly to be known as the Empress. I want to be the DEF. Could be a male in that energy as well. They certainly didn't want you. They didn't like your shine. They could have been acting like you, trying to take cues from you, trying to impersonate you, trying to give off the impression they're high value. Everybody's high value if you understand what I'm saying. I don't really like the high value here. Or maybe they're saying that they're a divine feminine and they're not. I don't know. And they're saying they equate that with high value. Yes, they're high value in the sense that they're divine beings. There's a difference. God has made divine beings and he's made man and women. Men and women. There's a difference. We're not made the same because we play different roles. He's given the divine beings things that we don't have, and he's given us things that they don't have. If you understand what I'm saying, not everybody's a divine being. And you can't equate that to, oh, I'm a divine being sitting on my fat ass doing nothing but causing shit in people's worlds and lying. That's not divine, darling. Give your head a shake. What are you doing to help the world? What do you do that's angelic? Do you deal with the angelic realm? Huh? Maybe fallen angels, if anything. Anyhow, somebody wants to reconcile with you. Somebody's realizing who the real Slim Shady is, and it ain't the karmic. So somebody equated this high value, I'm a divine feminine energy role with money and riches. Not realizing these people murder themselves. These beings, I should say, actually murder themselves. They get put in situations lifetime after lifetime of degradation, of abuse, of pain. Through their pain, they create new life. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know that old saying, when you get a circle of people together, and they all have problems, we all do, and you throw your problems in the middle. You're done with your problems. You don't want their problems anymore. You'd rather take somebody else's problems. And when you see what other people's problems are, you think again. You think you'll be the first one to grab yours back. Okay? When you see what a divine being actually has to go through, it's not all glam. It's not all power couple. Look at me, Beyonce and Jay-Z. No, it's pain. It's hardship. Because their light offends other people's demons. Okay? They bring the worst and the best out of people. It is what it is. They kickstart karma. They're there to help elevate the frequency. They do other things as well. Nobody really wants that. They don't want the pain. There's more pain than glory here. They don't take the glory. You can't worship. They don't want to be worshipped. They don't want the attention that way. They worship God, and that's who we should be worshiping, okay? Bottom of the deck, stubborn, bossy, selfish, and flexible. Look at me. I want it now. You get down on bended knee and worship me. I'm a divine being. No, you're not. You're a jackass. You're doing spiritual attacks, trying to impersonate, trying to be someone, trying to thwart the real Empress, divine feminine energy. Yep, karma. They're getting karma for this. Divine intervention, facing their demons. You better face them. Yeah, divine beings right there. Twin flame, runner, chaser, divine timing. Can't make this up. Okay, this is a spiritual awakening, 1111. Deuces. You ain't a divine being. Okay, karmic? Fed up, cutting ties, walking away. So somebody's being guided to walk away. It could be a divine masculine or divine feminine walking away from this fake and phony person who's putting on an act. Faith, healing, intuition, and dreams. Somebody's getting the cold shoulder. Breakup, distance, and separation. You done it. You done it. I can't speak for God, but this is sacred work these people or these beings are doing. What are you doing that's sacred? Other than patting your pockets and getting high off the attention. Come on, give me a break. I don't know. If you've been sending any spiritual attacks, to bend a will, to harm, to take, to block, or worse, to anyone, but especially a divine being, well, I don't envy you. I don't envy you at all. Personality, murder, perspective, unknown, unspoken desires, high value, reconciliation. What's the message, please, Spirit? Oh boy, lots of falling out. Yeah, lack of trust here. Putting on an act. This is not demotion. This is not wish fulfillment. Wanting the attention. Not finding their, whoever this was Even under this guise of being a divine being, they were never satisfied because it was imposter syndrome. They weren't a real, they know they're not a real divine being. They know what they were doing to get it to appear like a divine being. They could have been doing spell work on people around them and saying it was you if you are the divine being. Trying to set you up, trying to get rid of you. Who knows? It could be cults, covens, secret societies, or just friend groups. I don't know. You know, parting ways, grieving and regretting, crying over spilled milk. Oh well. Thank you, Spirit. Somebody's angry. Something's happening quickly. Could be an attack. Could be a... I don't want to say that. Even the horse is looking shocked. The truth is out. It's coming out quickly. Somebody's really protected. Or somebody's protecting another. Somebody's getting smited. Damn. That could be the divine. I don't know. Smite ya. Yep. A whole bunch of people up in arms. This could also be emotional, mental conflict. But somebody wanted to compete with you. They were jealous. Competition, conflict, right? They cause a lot of conflict in your life. A lot of people involved. Jealousy. This is drama. Rivalry. Fast communication, action, and or travel. Something's happening quick. 8 of Wands. 5 of Wands, 8 of Wands. Somebody's greedy and selfish. They're trying to protect themselves. They were holding back from people. They're holding on to the last $4 of their lives here, you know? What's going on here? You're greedy and selfish. Don't want to let go of something. Yeah? Wish fulfillment. Somebody's a glutton. Something's going to be satisfactory. You're going to get some communication here. This is wish fulfillment. This is personal achievement, personal success, emotional fulfillment and happiness. Something's coming back around again. This is unfinished business. Maybe somebody's wishing that they can come back around to you, to their wish fulfillment. This is unfinished business. This is say wicked clapback. They kept doing something over and over again, didn't want to stop or learn a lesson. They want to reconcile somebody from your past, a past life soulmate. Somebody wants to come back around again to give you some flowers because they never did before. I don't know. They're going down memory lane. Reminiscing. Yeah, multiple options. Viable options. Illusions here. Confusion. Don't know what to do. Bribery. Temptation. Willing to do whatever it takes to win. But this was a lot of abuse going on. 5 of Swords. A crusade. They could have got a lot of people involved. Promised a lot of people a lot of things to do this. But people are taking on losses. You see the casualties in the background? So if it's spell work, if it's anything like that, they're taking on losses. This person's still standing here thinking they're so smart. But this was out of jealousy, ego, pettiness, and cruelty. Willing to do whatever it takes to win. Win at any cost. But it was all ill-gotten gains. It was all dishonorable. It could be something to do with an eclipse or something. Or it could be a red moon. Blood moon, I think it was called. And or something to do with an eclipse. This is a defeat at the end of the day. Somebody bore false witness against you. Didn't want to learn a lesson. Didn't want to pay up. This could be divination abuse. Took a huge gamble and lost. Somebody's immature. No new beginnings. Didn't take a practical approach. Could be a loss of a child. I'm not really sensing that right here. Somebody could perjured themselves. They did something. They did something. Could be a player energy. Didn't want to invest, right? So they did something too quickly, too hastily. They're flighty. Somebody bore false witness. Somebody's being moved. They're being moved to take some sort of inspired action, passionate action towards you and speak some truths. This could be law and order. It could be anybody. Somebody did something too hastily. Somebody had to step in, speak some truths here. There's proof or evidence as to what was happening. Somebody's examining somebody's words. Or they're looking at you and they're thinking, you're very intelligent. Take it for whatever it is. It's swords, right? The truth is being spoken. This is somebody with authority. Could be Archangel Michael having to take swift action here. Somebody did something too hastily. It could be Archangel Michael stepping in. I don't know, somebody with authority, somebody speaking the truth. They're very intelligent. They're very wise. Somebody's innocent. They might be apologizing. Something to do with a child. Somebody's using their intuition here. Somebody's got a crush on you. I don't know. Somebody's curious. So somebody piqued somebody's curiosity here. It could be you or someone else, male or female, okay? What is this? Somebody's very clinical here. It could be a doctor, a lawyer. Yep, work. There's somebody's watching your work. You could have found a very creative way to get your truth out through your work. You mastered your emotions. You mastered your craft and or your whatever it is that you do. This is success. Very diligent, very disciplined. But this person or somebody else did something too quickly, because you can see she's sitting there. She's posing. And he's doing the painting. And all he sees is dollar signs, pentacles, opportunities. It's all over his wall. So you're dealing with an opportunist. Or this could be somebody on the up and up, seeing the opportunity where you could take whatever it is that you do. Somebody walked away, though. 8-8. That's a number of karma. It's also a number of abundance. Somebody's no longer invested emotionally. They showed you no emotional fulfillment or happiness where you were. Somebody walked away. Maybe you told them the truth as to what you planned on doing with your training, whatever it is that you were doing. You're very successful. Found a successful way to do this. Speak your truth. Bring truth to the masses. You could be law and order. You could be a doctor. Somebody's unfaithful or unfaithful. It could be unfaithful. This was unfair. Unstable, I meant to say. Somebody thought it was going to be a profit, but it turned out to be a loss. They borrowed money from people. Borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. They're in debt. They can't play games anymore. They can't manage to keep this afloat any longer. There's nothing but lies. No truth, no clarity. It's been nothing but lies. No communication. This was a crime. This was abuse. They endangered others. They were reckless. Or somebody knew what was going on. They were very passive aggressive. They didn't take any action. They kept quiet about it, and they should have done something about a family or a group. It's at 10, meaning it's an ending of a cycle. Somebody's very hot-headed. No communication. Something took place here. They should have stayed in their lane. Yeah, somebody's being blocked here. They're trying to block you. There's a fight. Well, there's not much of a fight. You're standing your ground, or somebody else is standing up for you, because usually it's one person, but there's two. Somebody in your family or this group standing up for you, protecting you. This is divine protection and guidance. This is somebody's very resistant and or defensive. They're trying to block you, family or group, try to block you, or they're being blocked with magic. Lots of illusions and manipulations. They're two-faced, out of control. This is corruption. They don't have all the resources they need for whatever this is, because obviously somebody's trying to defraud somebody. Could be magic. Out of control. They're unfocused. They can't focus here. Okay? Loss of power, loss of control. Can't manifest. They're trying to block your manifestations. Yeah, block your money. Trying to manifest a new opportunity or offers or money or stability. This is your blessings coming in. Trying to manipulate people with this money, with this offer. Yeah. You're getting paid, male or female, place the genders where it belongs, okay? You're standing your ground. You're standing in your power. You're unafraid. You're very charismatic and confident and bold and sure of who you are. You have some form of authority, spiritual or 3D. You're creating something new, something beautiful. You're a leader. And you're divinely protected and guided. This is your blessing. Your blessing, my darling. Black cat indicates divine protection. Spirit, yeah, new beginnings. Growth and expansion, new passion opportunities. You're going to be taking some sort of action. You do have some sort of you're very creative, but you have some sort of authority as well. The divine is giving this to you. Somebody could have said they had relations with you. Somebody you don't trust, somebody that you parted ways with a long time ago. It's a karmic soul tie. Two of Cups. You don't trust these people. This person, you left them in the past. Don't see eye to eye. There's no harmony here. Yeah, there's not going to be a reconciliation. Unrequited love. Somebody gave out false and misleading information about you, or somebody lost some children. Somebody's got to take some action. A lot of trauma bonding. There's a lot of inner childhood woundings here. If it's anybody from your past, usually it's your family. You don't have any good memories. You're not going to be taking them along with you. They can't come with you. Yeah. You kidding me? Somebody's taking some action against these people, or they try to take actions against you based off of false and misleading information. You remained emotionally. Maybe they said you were a bad mother, you lost your children or something. They try to make you lose your children. Could be a male in this energy, but you remained emotionally balanced, stable, mature, loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet. And the only thing you had going for you, directing you, guiding you, is your intuition. You have the biggest cup of love. You're kind of looking really happy with yourself. You know what I mean? Thinking to yourself, maybe you're thinking back at the past. You don't have any good memories. You know they can't come with you. Yeah. Something to do. You're innocent. You have a new beginning. You're using your intuition. You know somebody wants to come back into your energy. Something to do with children or a child. Somebody has a crush on you from your past. You're not going to go back there. They just want to get you in the sack. They want some money. They want the opportunity to get you in the sack. Queen of Cups. You're using your intuition. Yeah, this is not your wish fulfillment. Somebody's sick. This is someone feeling ashamed of themselves. Somebody wants you back in your south node. You have no trust or faith in whomever this is. Someone's losing hope. They wanted you to lose hope. Someone's going through a dark night of the soul, or that's what they wanted you for you to be all upset and broken up over them, or that's what they claimed you were. You're mentally unstable. You can't take care of the kids. I don't know. But you were able to put your past hurts behind you. Oh dear. They could have said you were mentally and emotionally unstable. Oh, they're not well. They can't speak for themselves. Let us speak for them. They don't want this getting out, okay? They know that you have no faith in them. They're going through a dark night of the soul. Yeah, they showed you no love, no mercy, no compassion or grace. They were just draining emotionally. Could be an empty vessel as well. Not happy, no new beginnings. They didn't want you having love, happiness, or new beginnings, peace or harmony. They wanted you out in the cold, at a lack and a loss, so they can take over your life. There we go. These people or this person doesn't know what true love is, or mercy or compassion. I thought it was the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, they're trying to stall something. They don't want you having new love. Could be a past lover. They don't want you going to a new person. Could be a past lover's lover. I don't know. They want you to stick around so they can keep copying you, steal your energy. You could be running low on energy. I don't know. Maybe they wanted you to take yourself out. I don't know. But somebody has to own up. Take ownership of what this is. Okay, you're committed. What is this? What are they owning up to? You're a very committed person. You're stable and secure. You have integrity, loyalty, and honesty. You're reliable, dependable. Well, let's not get rid of them just yet. They're so reliable and dependable. Whenever we need something, they're there. And all of a sudden, you're not there. This is your rite of passage, okay? The only night you want to deal with is really the Knight of Pentacles. It's the only one that makes it to the end. The other three nights don't, okay? And I'm not saying there's anything bad with those three nights, but they're, for whatever reason, they don't. They haven't grown yet. They're not a king. They're not an emperor. The only one that makes it to the end because they're careful. They're diligent. Committed to what they have to do. They learn. They're not afraid to put the work in. They're not afraid for something to take however long it takes. They're patient. If it takes a year to heal from something, just say to go to therapy. It's going to take you a year to heal from something, just hypothetically. This person's going, okay, a year. I'm not going to date anybody. I'm not going to get into any relationships. I won't go out and get any pets. I won't commit myself to anything until that year is up. You know, if it's somebody that had addictions or anything like that. They're going to put that work in, take that year out. They're going to listen to the therapist. Whereas the other ones might not. Oh, I'm so much in a hurry. I'm looking for love. I've seen that before. People come out of therapy. They've been hospitalized for whatever reason, rehab, mental illness, whatever, and they want to come out and fall in love again, just like that. Give it a year. Give it time to heal. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to listen, and they wind up in another repeated pattern. Knight of Pentacles. Got to take ownership here. Yeah, somebody's coming in with an offer. Maybe an engagement. We have 2 knights here. This is love, friendship, fealty, and or support. See, this guy, it could be 2 people too. I say this guy could be a girl. Looking suave and, I've done this a million times. I'm not nervous. I'm just going to light my cigarette and just gently stroll over to the buildings. This person, though, there's some winds battling against this person. There's some resistance here, okay? It could be psychological. I don't know. Okay, what do we have here? Yep. Somebody's in a committed relationship, but they're giving their cup of love to other people. They're stuck in their head. Maybe they want to come towards you with a cup of love. I don't know, or an offer. Take ownership. They want to appear like they're committed and they have integrity, but they're stuck. They're afraid to be stuck. They might be going to jail. They're feeling sorry for themselves. They wanted to bind you. That's what it is. They wanted to bind you. It's in place so they can steal your energy, your essence, your personality, whatever is yours. Okay, somebody's stuck in their head. This is self-imposed, trying to restrict you, pretending they love you, but they don't. They don't want to let go. It doesn't serve, though, okay? They think that you don't foresee this. They don't want you moving forward. Something's not panning out. If it's a person that you're seeing or married to, they're non-committal. I hate to say that. It's not going anywhere. There's no future here. They're just wasting your time. They wanted you on a shelf so they can take whatever they could from you. They just didn't want to be alone. They're hiding and cloaking so much. Don't want to be alone. Don't want to be alone. Don't want to be alone. Unaware. They think you're unaware. This is somebody who's malicious, ruthless, and cruel. Very careless with your emotions as well. Could be a drinker. Doesn't have to be. They partake in something, though. Could be, if you have children with them, neglectful. Could be a neglectful father. Could be a female in this energy. Emotionally manipulative, emotionally unavailable, and immature, self-serving, and self-absorbed. They could be in their emotions right now. They're being exposed. Somebody's exposing them. This is not a victory. They're under judgment here. There's awareness. They need to take accountability. So what it is they want to come back towards you. Somebody wants to come back towards you. And they know it'll expose the whole kit and caboodle what was going on here should they come back. They need to take accountability. Yeah, should they come back? What I tell you. They have to take accountability. They want to come back, come back, come back. They're cutting their losses. There's money at stake, or I don't know. They might have done. I don't know what they did. Spiritual attacks. Somebody's digging in their heels. They don't want somebody to move on. Somebody's emotionally invested. Yeah, no more business here. Okay. This was unfair, not equally yoked. This some sort of fraud or theft. They try to keep it under wraps. You're not happy. No truth or clarity. Somebody could be sick. Could be paternity for all we know. I don't know. There's no truth or clarity. This could be an arrest. There's illumination, letting go and letting God, surrendering. It's illumination. They can't hold you back any longer. You overcame whatever this is, and you are stable and secure, male or female, hardworking, abundant, and very, very independent, stable and secure. Or it could be an arrest of a wife. Not going anywhere. Don't want to take accountability. Could have had a car accident or stole a car. Got the car repoed. Doesn't have to be a wife. Could be a male in this energy, but I'm picking this up as you in the upright. Male or female. There we go. Devil energy. So somebody wanted to arrest you on the... They were doing something under... Somebody's got addictions, obsessions, codependency issues, some sort of contract or binding. Somebody was paying for... Yeah, breaking the law. Devil energy, warlock, doing spell work. It's illumination. Somebody maybe wanted to get you busted for buying narcotics, engaging in stuff like that. Or somebody's going to get busted. This is a warlock. Divorce or separation is very toxic and karmic. This is in the upright. So somebody's really putting on an act, maybe trying to cloak themselves in your energy and trying to cloak you in theirs. They're really obsessed with this, okay? Somebody gave bad advice, bad counsel. Yeah, they didn't want to stop doing what they were doing. It's getting old. Resisting change. There's still no change. They were doing spell work. There's still no change. This could also be some sort of corruption. They had somebody in their pocket pulling strings for them. Crooked judge, leader, or spiritual leader, or guru. It's permanent, profound ending. Still no change. They can't take you out. Okay? Divine feminine energy for your destiny. That's what they wanted. They wanted to be you and your destiny. Good for them. This is change. You're very fortunate. Or they think you're lucky. Yeah. Yeah. And they're twin flame. They're not a twin flame. They're not a divine being. Okay. This is going to be losing a home. They could have stolen a home. Wanted you unstable, homeless. Their plans are falling apart. False contract in the ethers of 3D. Their plans are falling apart. Somebody just get along with other people. Okay, there's no redemption for this, by the way. The party's over. They might be getting kicked out of where they live. They can't move on. They can't escape this. They're in trouble. Okay, they can't come near your spiritual inheritance or 3D inheritance. This is a family involved. Long-term stability, long-term relations. Your ancestors are involved. This is an ending here. They're sick. This is a scandal. They're scared. This person doesn't want to heal. Other people involved might be really upset. This is a scandal what they did to you because you're speaking the truth. Setting boundaries and cutting people and things out. You're astute, you're discerning. Or this is somebody else. Law and order. Could be Archangel Michael and the feminine aspect coming in, speaking some truths here. The worst has happened. This is a nightmare. Somebody wants to come in on, maybe on their behalf, a lawyer or somebody. A voice coming to speak on their behalf, trying to justify and rationalize why they've done what they've done. And he's really scared here. They tried to make it look like they're scared of you. You're crazy. Really? Wow. That's nice. Yeah, they can't fool you. You're not holding back. If this is you or this is somebody else, you're not worried. You're speaking your truth without worry. You're divinely protected here. 7, yeah, this is a bad investment. They blew some money here. The end of the line can't go any further. They never wanted to invest in you. You're not going to be investing in them. They have to move. They have to relocate. Get what you give at 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, you overcame, persevered. You put up some boundaries. And if you haven't, please do. They're paranoid right now. People could be hunting them down, wanted by the police or anybody else. It's ruined. They wanted to ruin you. You avoided all calamities because you were being guided. It's a lot of emotional wounding, by the way. But this is... Your guard is up. Somebody's really trying to hide. They're trying to get away from what they've done to avoid a tower moment. This is karma. You can't avoid it. I hate to tell you that, okay? As much as... I don't like to see people suffer, okay? Yeah, they're trying to protect themselves. This because they betrayed. They betrayed you. They betrayed others. Or maybe their own team are going to wind up betraying them. This is a harsh and painful end. Okay, the worst is over. They're going to have to make peace with it. Okay, what they've done. Yeah, they're going to have to make peace with it, what I tell you. You're a divine being, okay? You're divinely protected and guided. You alchemize and transmute. Maybe they want to come back in or ward off their karma and the backfires and ask you to help them transmute this, help make peace here. You're happy, healthy, you're a healer, you're a teacher. I don't know. Take it for whatever it is. Now they want to reconcile because they got caught. They can't move on. They got caught. They have to tell the truth. Right? All in moderation. They need to heal. Healing hearts, a blessing in disguise. They were talking mad shit amongst their friends. Now they want forgiveness, maybe. There's a cult, coven, secret society, or a third party or friend group. A lot of celebration here. Pleasure seekers. Talking mad shit. Emotional, mental, psychological, and verbal abuse. 3-3. Now they think they're going to smooth this over with you? Maybe. Yeah. Warlocks. Poser player. This is a follower, not a leader. They never do this. They're greedy and selfish. Jealous. They did too much. Somebody got injured or they wanted to injure you for more money. Lots of lies and illusions. Mirror magic. Okay. Mirror magic, but moon magic too. Third party. Okay. You raised above it. I don't know. It's a contract of some sort. But you used your higher wisdom and you made the right decisions. Now they want to come in and party some more. Power of 3. These 3 hanging in the background, they did too much. Somebody got injured. They were planning this. They were celebrating this. They need to go heal. They need to protect themselves. They're greedy and selfish. Don't want to let go. Don't want to let go. It doesn't belong to them. Like your essence, your energy. Yeah, destiny. Yeah. It could be a child. Now they're sorry. They want to unburden themselves here. Yep. They're grieving and regretting. So it could be their own child. Or somebody else's child. Somebody else that was not intended to go. It was you. They wanted to be you. Maybe they're thinking about apologizing, unburdening themselves. You have no burdens. You have new beginning. You use your intuition. They're grieving and regretting, feeling sorry for themselves. They tried to distract you while they were stealing something from you. Your essence, your energy, your love. People you loved, maybe. It sounds like, yeah, because they were jealous, greedy, selfish, doing magic. Secrets are coming out. Parting ways, lack of trust. Okay? This is financial ruin, spiritual jail. This is corruption. Seeing clearly what's going on here with a warlock or a poser player. They committed some sort of crime, spiritual 3D crime, or both. They're under investigation. Somebody's watching, gathering some information, learning something. They could be online here. You're single, abundant, independent, self-sufficient, stable, secure. You could be very chaste and celibate, a business owner, minding your own business. You have 9 out of 10 pentacles. You made the right choice here. You've elevated, used your higher wisdom. You knew there was a third party involved, something to do with the contract as well. You know, or they know, you're a higher level soulmate. This could be a past, I don't know if it's a higher level soulmate. Somebody knows that you're coming into a higher level soulmate connection. Yeah, there's a lot of lies and illusions here. They're hiding a lot. Yeah, communication, no communication, lots of lies, bad news, throwing rocks, hiding hands. They feel entitled. Loss of a child here. Somebody's a fool. They're watching you from afar, making a decision, making plans. You're still moving forward. You took a leap of faith. This is innocence. You're not afraid to start over. You're not going to take much with you. Somebody got caught and they have to come clean. So they're deciding whether to come clean to you, to protect themselves. They were holding back from you. They didn't open up before. They're very selfish with you before. They're trying to hold on to something that's whatever's left. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's money. Yeah. So they can move forward here. They have to bring back balance to a situation. You're stable and secure. You're still moving forward in life. Could be traveling and or moving. This is universally driven, by the way. It's radical acceptance. It's victory. It is what it is. Maybe they're trying to hold on to their car. I don't know. Whatever they're holding on to. Is it worth it? I don't know. Maybe their position. Maybe it is a past higher level soulmate and they're trying to hold on to their position. Does that make sense? I don't know. Somebody got frozen out. So we have personality. Somebody loves your personality. Somebody has a personality. Some sort of narcissist, psychopath, sociopathic problems here, personality disorders, or somebody's trying to impersonate your personality, or they love your personality. Somebody's acting like a martyr. They think they wanted you to martyr yourself. Maybe you had one of those personalities at one point where you people pleased. I know I did that. Some people thought you were a simp. Yeah, nah, not so much. Self-care, that's what you need, okay? You took care of yourself first. Froze them out. Remained objective. They objectified you. Now somebody's getting frozen out here. You went ice cold on them? Good for them. They didn't deserve your warmth. Okay? You're high value, or somebody wanted to be high value. We're getting frozen out, maybe. The Empress, beauty, sexy, abundant, confident. Certain people think that an Empress has got to be sexy, show off their body. They have to have money. They have to have this. They have to have that. Certainly, you have to be girly girl. No. An Empress can get her or his hands dirty, no problem. Yeah, they don't care. They have both sides, male and female, right? They can get dirty. They can. One day they don't want to get dirty. Another day they'll get dirty. They'll work on a car. They'll go dig in a garden. It's not a big deal. Work is work. Creation, right? It's not about how you look. So somebody's changed their perspective about you, or they're trying to change perspectives about you or about divine feminine energy. Better off, happiness, clear head and space. You're better off. You don't need these people. Somebody had unspoken desires, unexpressed inner desires, often hidden needs or emotions, and it looks like it's money, deep-seated need for stability, and they know they can't make it on their own, so they take it from other people with their energy, with their work, whatever it is that they're stealing from you, okay? Money. Maybe they look for divine beings, and they pick on them. They try to harness their energy, their divine purpose, their destiny, their spiritual inheritance. And a spiritual inheritance is not money. It doesn't have to be. Of course, you'll be provided for, but it's other things, okay? Your talents, your skills. They've never worked for this. They've never even done it. What are they going to do? Make a fucking idiot of themselves. That's what they're going to do. Something to do with a foundation, established family and security. That's what they want to give off, the impression. Because they're so unable to do it on their own. Control issues. They had somebody pulling strings for them. This is somebody that was playing puppet master. Control issues are present in the relationship. They're stubborn here. Bossy, selfish, and flexible. Acting like a jackass. Sending you some spiritual attacks. Karma's divine intervention, facing their demons. Now they want to reconcile, maybe to get back into your energy to protect themselves. That kind of makes sense. Harmony, resolving issues, getting back together, as if you won't know. Damn, maybe they're sending you some more spiritual attacks, trying to bend your will, love and lust spells, so, they think you won't know. That could be it, too. They're not very bright, are they? There is a divine being involved. I don't know if this divine being, other than you, is your higher level soulmate that's coming in. Somebody you dealt with in the past that got waylaid. I don't think so. They could have lost their position. Maybe they got involved with this. I don't know. I'm not really picking that up. I don't know. Somebody definitely wants to be you, is impersonating you. Maybe they're with your ex. Or maybe you're soon to be. Maybe you don't know this person. Maybe they picked on this divine masculine, went there, or feminine, got the energy from them, and then they found you wanting to be you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they go around looking for divine beings, and they try to steal their essence, their energy, it doesn't work that way. And this higher level soulmate or higher level being is now recognizing who you are. You're a divine being yourself. Maybe you don't know each other. Maybe you're going to meet each other because of this third party, this loser trying to be you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I'm sorry, I'm tired right now. So we have 2 flamingos, Pisces, soulmates, lovers, union, courtship, dating, attraction, seduce, long-term potential, displays of affection, charm, it factor, 2 of a kind, alluring, je ne sais quoi. That's what it is. I don't think you know this person yet. They're just finding out about you because they're finding out what this karmic's been doing, stealing energy through spiritual attacks, through bindings, through whatever they're trying to do. They did it to them. So you're mirroring one another. So you were both under spiritual attack. You were both being siphoned from. I don't think you know each other. But because of what's been happening and they're waking up, you're awake, you might come in contact with one another now. Scorpio 1. Crystal ball. Intuition, premonition, seeing clearly, discernment, perception, sixth sense, instinct, divination, future planning, ESP, past, present, future, gut reaction, inner knowing. You both have high intuition. 21, that's a world, man. It's coming to an end. 8, if you have a yes or no question, 8, that's, you know what I mean? What you put out, you get back. It's karma. It's also abundance. It's also Scorpio. It's also strength, right? It's time. It's time for action. Things are fast-tracked to unfold quickly and smoothly. Now, this could be also a bullshit story trying to get into your energy for a few of you. 18 might have something to do with that. I didn't know they were doing this to me. Now that I know, let's battle them together. 3, Pisces, yet again, roundabout, going around in circles, right? Community, connections, new direction, keep it moving, controls the flow of information. There you go. Solution, circular reasoning, fluid, many working parts, perfect timing, and redirect. So they're trying to redirect all this karma onto you or someone else. Deflect, redirect. 83 and 63. Airplane, Aquarius. Travel long distance, speed overcomes, rise up, freedom, no boundaries, breaking free, in control, things work out, taking off, leave it behind, internal guidance system. And boy, as a divine being, you do have a very good internal guidance system. Somebody could be traveling towards you, or somebody's at a distance, or you're taking off, okay? Somebody could be working in aviation, or maybe not. Something's 50-50 right now, 2, 62, yes or no. At this time, things could go either way. There's still... Usually that means that there's still something still in flux. It's not caught up yet. It's not yet time. And or there's some free will still at play. Maybe your decision. Okay. 3, Taurus. 23, Symphony. Harmony, synergy, co-create. Assembly, organized structure, contribute, team. So there's a team coming after you. They collaborated, precise arrangement, order, lead. So there's a lead of this team here. Follow, organization, perform, display, and cohesion. So he's putting on an act, all right. 9, Sag. Ballet shoes, stamina, endurance. This is you. Talent, repetition, effort required, on your toes, honing a skill, laser focus, poise and grace, tread lightly. Balancing act, pursuit of arts and expertise. Something to do with your work, 39. Their work, you're stealing your work. They want to work together. Somebody's doing a tiptoe dance here. Trying to tiptoe out of this, maybe. You could be in the arts. You could be a musician of some sort, a dancer, or they're, ooh, okay, thank you. Somebody is a dancer, they're a stripper. There we go. But they call themselves a dancer. But they're an exotic dancer or a stripper. Hey, no shade, do what you must. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that you respect your body. Okay. Where are we going with this, please, angels? What's the final message? 11:55, self-reflection, introspection, evaluation, clarity, self-awareness, energy, change, and growth. Take time for self-reflection. Evaluate the areas in your life that drain your energy. So somebody's draining your energy. And decide what needs to change to restore your happiness. 1, focus on self first. So you need self-care. You need to take care of yourself. The card doesn't lie, right? It's right here. Self-care. Get back to basics. Eat better, sleep better. Cut out what that doesn't bring you any happiness or good health, okay? Or peace. Focus on self first. Independence, confidence, authenticity, new beginnings, self-pursuit. This is your time to focus on yourself. Embrace your independence and stand confidently in your truth. Unapologetically be you. New beginnings are on the horizon, making this the perfect moment to start fresh and pursue your dreams with renewed energy. Okay, you're almost there, darling. 1313. Starting fresh. So you're about ready to start a new cycle in your life. This is almost over. Encouragement, goals, foundations, creative ventures, communication. Step out of your comfort zone. You're about to create something meaningful. All your skills and talents will bring you auspicious profits. Build up your confidence and trust in your decisions. I think you already do. I think you're being guided by the most beautiful guides ever. You know what I mean? 90909. New beginnings. Can't make this up. Starting fresh, new beginnings. There we go. You're right on the cusp. Great chance, opportunity, courage, accomplishment, endings, conclusions, and big love. You might be coming into big love. I don't know. Or the big love might be just for you. You know what I'm saying? We have to learn to love ourselves. Look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer. You're completing something major. It feels good to level up, huh? Close the old chapter. A new adventure will unravel. That could be for you or them. 1515, the big break. Innovation. So maybe you are in the arts. I don't know. Focus, creation, progress, forward movement, skills, and goals. An opportunity, help, extra cash, or other support is coming your way. So keep going and have fun when performing your tasks. The most tremendous success comes from passion. All efforts will be rewarded big time. And I agree. If you don't have a passion for something, obviously whoever's trying to be you, they don't have a passion for the same things you have a passion for, okay? They have a passion for the obscene, degradation, karmic ties. They certainly don't have a passion for, like you. Don't have the self-love, therefore they can't love others. They don't recognize it. They can't receive it. They can't give it. Nobody can be you. You're going to be rewarded. This person's getting found out. It's going to be embarrassing. Now, I was just saying, when I was reading that, this could be for anybody, okay? But I was flashing on Cardi B. Wasn't she a dancer? Something going on here, okay? Somebody's pretending there's something they're not. I'm not saying it's her. It could be somebody she's dealing with. I don't know. But somebody's going to get exposed here in her camp. She's either going to expose somebody or she's going to be exposed. I don't know her. Don't take offense. Okay, it could go either way. But, yeah, something's going on with her. Well, good luck to her. I mean, I like one of her songs. I don't know too much about her, but I think she's funny. I hope you like this read. I really do. Sorry it's all over the place, but it is what it is today. I can't help it. I love you guys, and until next time, take care.